Welcome to my channel Official History of Coins. We uncover 4 remarkable quarter-dollar Liberty USA coins from the legendary WashingtonQuarter series that every collector should know about. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but their history, rarity, and impressive market value tell a completely different story. Let's get started. The 1965 Liberty Quarter, officially known as the WashingtonQuarter, stands as one of the most historically pivotal and intriguingly collectible modern American coins. While millions were produced, ultra-rare, transitional, and high-grade examples have elevated this issue into a prize target for serious numismatists. Collectors are particularly drawn to the 1965 quarter because it marks a dramatic shift in U.S. coinage history, making it more than just pocket change. In top-tier condition or rare compositions, this coin can command impressive prices, with exceptional specimens reaching $4,750 or more in competitive markets. The year 1965 was transformative for American currency. Amid rising silver prices and a nationwide coin shortage, the United States government passed the Coinage Act of 1965, eliminating silver from circulating dimes and quarters. Though it still featured the familiar portrait from the long-running WashingtonQuarter series, the metallic content shifted from 90% silver to a copper-nickel clad composition. Production took place primarily in Philadelphia, though mint marks were temporarily removed from all coins between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding. This decision unintentionally added intrigue and complexity for collectors studying subtle variations from this era. Visually, the 1965 quarter retained the dignified profile of George Washington on the obverse, originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932. The reverse continued to display the powerful heraldic eagle clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. However, beneath the surface, the coin structure had fundamentally changed. Instead of solid silver, it now consisted of a pure copper core sandwiched between layers of copper-nickel alloy, giving it a slightly different luster and edge appearance. Weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter, the CladCoin introduced a new metallic era while maintaining traditional aesthetics. What makes certain 1965 quarters truly exceptional is the existence of rare, transitional errors. A very small number were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets intended for 1964 quarters. These rare silver 1965 quarters are dramatically heavier and have a distinct silver edge without the visible copper stripe. Because mint marks were intentionally omitted, authentication requires professional metallurgical verification and precise weighing. These transitional pieces are among the most coveted modern U.S. mint errors. Rarity plays a crucial role in determining value. Although standard 1965 clad quarters had a mintage exceeding 1.8 billion pieces, survival rates in pristine condition are much lower. Coins graded MS67 or higher are scarce due to heavy circulation and the challenges of preserving clad surfaces without contact marks. The ultra-rare silver transitional errors are exponentially scarcer, with only a handful confirmed. This stark contrast between common circulation pieces and elite rarities fuels intense collector competition. Condition dramatically influences price. An average circulated example may carry minimal premium, but once a coin reaches certified mint state levels, especially MS66 and above, values rise sharply. A professionally graded MS67 example can bring around $2,850 depending on eye appeal and strike quality. Meanwhile, authenticated silver transitional error specimens have realized between $5,200 and $5,800 at major auctions, depending on condition and market timing. These figures reflect strong and consistent demand among advanced collectors. Market trends for high-grade and error 1965 quarters have remained resilient. Modern coin collectors increasingly appreciate transitional era pieces because they represent turning points in U.S. monetary policy. Auction records show steady appreciation for certified examples over the past decade, particularly those graded by respected third-party services. Competitive registries set collectors actively seek top population coins, further driving prices upward in premium grades. For collectors hoping to acquire a valuable specimen, careful examination is essential. Always check the coin's edge for a solid silver appearance, and weigh it accurately to detect potential transitional errors. Submitting promising pieces to reputable grading services ensures authenticity and maximizes resale value. Proper storage in climate-controlled holders helps preserve luster and prevents surface spotting, which is especially important for clad compositions that can tone unevenly. When purchasing, focus on established dealers, reputable auctions, and well-documented certification. Avoid raw, high-value claims without verification, as the market strongly favors encapsulated coins with transparent grading histories. Networking within numismatic communities can also provide leads on rare offerings. Patience often rewards collectors who wait for quality rather than rushing into lower-grade examples. Ultimately, the 1965 Liberty Quarter symbolizes a dramatic chapter in American coinage evolution. Its blend of historical transformation, design continuity, and rare transitional anomalies creates a compelling narrative that resonates with both investors and hobbyists. High-grade and error examples, frequently trading between $3,400 and $5,600 depending on certification and preservation, demonstrate that this coin's appeal extends far beyond its face value. As modern collecting continues to evolve, the 1965 quarter remains a fascinating and potentially rewarding centerpiece for discerning numismatists. Next coin, the 1986 Liberty Quarter, officially part of the Washington Quarter series, represents a fascinating modern issue that has quietly gained momentum among advanced collectors. Although millions entered circulation, elite high-grade examples and scarce MintState survivors have transformed this seemingly ordinary coin into a serious numismatic contender. Today, premium certified specimens can command prices beginning around $3,250, with the finest known examples pushing significantly higher when IPO and strike quality align. Its blend of accessibility and hidden rarity gives it lasting market demand. Struck in 1986 at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P. Mint mark on the obverse, this issue belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series that began in 1932. By the mid-1980s, the United States Mint was producing quarters in enormous quantities to meet commercial needs, yet this period also reflected renewed public interest in coin collecting. The 1986 P issue does not commemorate a special anniversary, but it represents a mature phase of clad coinage production, decades after silver was removed from circulation. It stands as a symbol of the stability of modern U.S. currency during a period of economic expansion and technological advancement in minting. The design remains faithful to John Flanagan's original portrait of George Washington on the obverse, a dignified left-facing profile that had already become one of the most recognized images in American coinage. The reverse continues to display the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches beneath the inscription, United States of America. Composed of a copper core bonded between outer layers of copper-nickel alloy, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. In high grades, the sharpness of Washington's hair detail and the crisp feather lines of the eagle distinguish exceptional examples from average strikes. While the mintage exceeded hundreds of millions, true scarcity emerges at the top of the grading scale. Circulated examples are abundant, but coins preserved in pristine mint state condition, especially MS-67 and above, are surprisingly elusive. Contact marks, weak strikes, and dull luster often limit grades for this era. Additionally, select double-die varieties and minor strike anomalies add depth to the collecting field, further increasing demand for standout pieces. Registry set competitors actively pursue the finest certified coins, intensifying competition for limited top population examples. Condition sensitivity is a defining factor for this coin's value. Because clad surfaces are prone to nicks and abrasions, achieving a superb gem grade requires exceptional preservation from the moment of striking. Coins certified MS-67 frequently sell in the range of $3,900 to $4,800, depending on IPO and certification standards. A particularly vibrant and sharply struck specimen, with minimal surface distractions, has approached $5,400 in competitive auction settings. These figures highlight how dramatically condition elevates a common mintage into a valuable collectible. Another element influencing market performance is the rising appreciation for modern coinage among younger collectors. As classic silver issues become increasingly expensive, attention has shifted toward condition rarities within modern series. The 1986 P-Quarter fits this niche perfectly. High-grade examples have shown steady appreciation over the past decade, supported by transparent population reports from grading services and active participation in registry competitions. Demand remains consistent rather than speculative, giving the coin a stable foundation in the marketplace. Collectors evaluating a potential high-value example should carefully inspect luster quality and strike sharpness. Look for clean fields free from distracting marks, especially in front of Washington's profile and across the eagle's breast. The presence of full detail in the hair and feathers often signals a superior strike. Professional grading by established third-party services greatly enhances liquidity and trust, especially for coins expected to trade above $3,000. Proper storage plays a crucial role in maintaining value. Modern CladCoins can develop spotting or toning if exposed to humidity or improper holders. Using archival quality capsules or certified slabs protects the surface and preserves the coin's original brilliance. When buying, reputable auction houses and established numismatic dealers provide greater assurance of authenticity and grade accuracy than informal marketplace listings. Strategic acquisition also involves patience. Rather than purchasing the first available high-grade example, seasoned collectors often wait for coins with exceptional eye appeal. Comparing certification populations and recent auction records can reveal whether a coin is fairly priced within the $3,200 to $5,500 range typical for elite specimens. Timing purchases during less competitive auction cycles may also yield favorable results. The 1986 LibertyCoin ultimately demonstrates how modern coins can achieve remarkable worth when preserved at the highest levels. Its historical continuity within the WashingtonQuarter series, combined with the technical challenge of locating flawless examples, creates a compelling pursuit for dedicated numismatists. With premium specimens consistently trading well above face value and occasionally surpassing $5,300 in strong markets, this coin remains a respected and potentially rewarding addition to advanced collections. Second coin, the 1995 LibertyCoin, part of the enduring WashingtonQuarter series, has steadily earned recognition among collectors who appreciate modern condition rarities. At first glance, it appears to be a standard circulating quarter, yet in exceptional certified grades it transforms into a premium collectible with impressive market strength. High-end specimens regularly open around $4,150, and competition among registry set participants has pushed select pieces even higher. Its value is not based on age alone, but on preservation, scarcity in top condition, and sustained collector demand. Struck at the DenverMint in 1995, identified by the D-Mint mark on the obverse, this issue belongs to the later years of the traditional WashingtonQuarter design before the state quarters program began in 1999. During the mid-1990s, the United States Mint was producing large quantities of circulating coinage to meet economic expansion and commercial demand. While it does not commemorate a specific historical event, the 1995 D-Quarter represents the closing chapter of a classic design era that had defined American coinage for over 6 decades. The coin retains John Flanagan's dignified portrait of George Washington facing left, a design first introduced in 1932. The reverse continues to display the heraldic eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing readiness and peace. Composed of a copper core layered with copper-nickel alloy, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. In superior grades, collectors admire the sharp definition in Washington's hair ribbon and the intricate feather detail on the eagle's wings, features that are often weak or flattened on average strikes. Although hundreds of millions were minted, the vast majority entered circulation immediately, leading to contact marks, abrasions, and diminished luster. True scarcity emerges in the highest MintState grades. Coins graded MS67 and above are notably difficult to locate because the clad composition tends to show imperfections easily. Additionally, minor double-die varieties and well-struck examples with blazing luster further narrow the pool of elite pieces, making them highly competitive acquisitions. Condition plays a decisive role in determining the coin's worth. An average uncirculated example may carry only a modest premium, but once a coin achieves certified gem status, values increase dramatically. MS-67 specimens frequently trade between $4,300 and $5,200, depending on surface preservation and visual appeal. A particularly vibrant example with exceptional strike quality and minimal marks has approached $5,750 at auction, reflecting strong registry-driven demand. The market for modern quarters has matured significantly over the past decade. As classic silver issues become more expensive, collectors have increasingly turned to modern CladCoins where condition rarity defines value. The 1995 D quarter benefits from this trend, as population reports reveal limited numbers at the very top grades. This transparency has reinforced confidence among buyers and supported gradual price appreciation for premium examples. Collectors seeking a valuable 1995 D quarter should focus on strike sharpness and surface quality. Inspect the obverse fields carefully for contact marks, and check the reverse for complete feather detail. Bright, original mint luster without dull patches is essential. Because high-grade coins command thousands of dollars, professional certification by respected grading services is strongly recommended to ensure authenticity and maximize resale potential. Proper storage is equally important for preserving value. Modern CladCoins are susceptible to spotting and environmental damage if stored improperly. Using certified holders or archival quality capsules helps maintain the coin's condition over time. When purchasing, reputable coin dealers, established auction houses, and trusted numismatic networks provide greater security than informal sales channels. Patience and research often reward serious collectors. Monitoring auction archives and comparing certification populations can help determine fair pricing within the typical $4,100 to $5,700 range for top-tier pieces. Waiting for coins with exceptional eye appeal rather than settling for average examples can make a significant difference in long-term satisfaction and investment potential. The 1995 Liberty Quarter ultimately stands as a compelling example of how modern coinage can achieve remarkable value through rarity and preservation rather than limited mintage alone. Its connection to the historic Washington Quarter design, combined with the challenge of locating flawless survivors, ensures enduring interest among both seasoned numismatists and newer collectors. With elite examples consistently commanding strong four-figure prices and demonstrating stable appreciation, this coin continues to secure its place in advanced modern collections. Next coin in the vast and often subtle world of numismatics, where value is frequently determined by the smallest of details, the 1997 Washington Quarter stands as a fascinating paradox. To the uninitiated, it is merely a common piece of PocketChange, one of nearly 600 million struck by the DenverMint. Yet, for the discerning collector, this coin represents a poignant farewell, the penultimate chapter in a 66-year run for one of America's most beloved coin designs. Its allure lies not in immediate rarity, but in its historical positioning and the breathtaking quality that can be found from its mintage, a quality that transforms a coin once worth only 25 cents into a trophy commanding prices well into the thousands of dollars. It is this duality, abundant yet conditionally scarce, that fuels its enduring appeal and places it high on the want lists of modern collectors building world-class sets. The year 1997 was a pivotal moment for the U.S. quarter, a time of endings and beginnings. The classic John Flanagan design, featuring a left-facing George Washington and a heraldic eagle, had graced the coin since its 1932 debut as a bicentennial tribute to the first president. However, on December 1, 1997, President Bill Clinton signed the 50 States Commemorative Coin Program Act into law, officially sealing the fate of the Flanagan reverse. This act mandated a new series of quarters, each honoring a different state, beginning in 1999. This made the 1997 issue, along with the 1998 that would follow, the last of their kind. Interestingly, while the design was on its way out, the DenverMint itself was on the rise. That year, it became the first Mint field office to win the prestigious Hammer Award from Vice President Al Gore for its modernization efforts, having just invested in state-of-the-art, high-speed presses. This convergence of old design and new technology set the stage for the production of some of the most pristine business strike quarters of the entire series. The coin's design, while traditional, carries subtle distinctions that are critical to its identity. The obverse features John Flanagan rendition of George Washington, based on the famous 1785 bust by French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon. Collectors often refer to the late 1990s versions of this design as the spaghetti hair variety, a playful nickname born from the overly detailed and clumpy appearance of Washington's wig compared to earlier, more refined strikes. The reverse displays a powerful heraldic eagle with wings outstretched, clutching arrows and an olive branch, with the motto, E pluribus unum, above. Struck on a planchet of copper-nickel-clad copper, it weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. In its highest states of preservation, the fields are deeply mirrored and the devices are needle-sharp, creating a cameo effect that is visually stunning and highly sought after. Rarity, in the case of the 1997 D quarter, is almost entirely a function of condition. With a substantial mintage of nearly 600 million, the coin is exceedingly common in circulated grades, where it holds no value above its face. Even in MintState grades up to MS65, it remains plentiful, as millions of uncirculated examples were saved in rolls and mint sets. The rarity cliff begins at MS67, where the number of surviving gems drops significantly. At the apex sits the MS68 grade, a level of preservation so exacting that experts estimate only a few dozen exist from the entire mintage. The condition census for the issue tops out at MS68, with no coin ever having been certified at the near-perfect MS69 level. This extreme condition rarity is the single most important factor driving the coin's value into the thousands, as the demand from top-tier registry set collectors far outstrips the minuscule supply. The market value of a 1997 D quarter is a direct reflection of this scarcity hierarchy. While an MS65 example can be acquired for as little as $5 to $20, the price escalates rapidly with each half-point or full-point increase in grade. An MS67, which is challenging to find, will typically trade in the range of $50 to $100. However, it is at the MS68 level where the coin enters true, ultra-rare, and valuable territory. Auction records for top-tier examples have consistently landed within the $1,000 to $2,500 range. In 2023, a specimen graded NGC MS68 Plus set a significant benchmark, selling for $1,462.50. Perhaps the most telling example of the coin's potential is a PCGS MS68 example that sold for an astonishing $1,708.88 in a 2019 Great Collections auction. This volatility and high ceiling make it a compelling asset for those fortunate enough to locate one in such a lofty grade. For collectors aspiring to own a 1997 D quarter of this caliber, strategy is key. The most reliable source for high-grade examples is the original government packaging, specifically the 1997 uncirculated coin set. The Mint produced only 950,473 of these sets, the lowest number since 1963, and they remain an affordable and excellent source for coins grading MS67 or higher. When pursuing the coin, certification by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC is non-negotiable, as it guarantees the grade and authenticity. Buyers should study high-resolution images of population toppers to understand the expected eye appeal and contact-free surfaces. These coins seldom appear in dealer inventory. They are typically found through major numismatic auctions or private treaty sales within the registry set community. In conclusion, the 1997 D WashingtonQuarter is a modern classic that perfectly encapsulates the thrill of high-end numismatics. Its significance is twofold. Historically, it marks the end of an era as the final years of the heraldic eagle design, and numismatically, it represents the ultimate challenge in the Washington Quarter series. The quest for a pristine MS68 example, a coin struck with cutting-edge technology just as a beloved design was being retired, is a pursuit that combines history, art, and investment. For both the seasoned collector and the savvy newcomer, this coin offers a tangible piece of American history with the potential for significant future appreciation, proving that even in the modern era, extraordinary value can be found in the most ordinary of places.